Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be making quite a nice dish today. If you'd like to make this for Christmas, it's a really nice Christmas dinner dish if you make it the day before or the day of. Very nice, very fancy, something you can make kind of easily, with a little bit of technique. But I will show you how to make it all the way. Alright guys, so we got the salmon right here. Now, sometimes when you buy it at the store, you can buy it in little chunks already. Sometimes it has the skin on with the little chunks. And usually the scales are off. Right now the scales are still on there, so we don't want that on there. You can take them off with a knife going backwards against the scales. They'll take them all off, but I really don't want the skin on there because I don't like it. You can have it on there if you want. So I'm going to show you how to take it off. The way I do it is, you take it by the tail here. You take it by the tail here and you get your knife underneath it a little. Make sure you have a sharp knife. This makes it a lot easier. Get underneath the tail. Now, get it started. Get it flat. Now, either you can take your hand and do this, which I'll show you, or you can use your knife. But I'll show you an easy way so you get everything off of there. You take your hand, alright? You take your hand and just go flat up against it, just like this. What you do is you just pull and you push. See, I'm pushing my hand. Oops, you just push your hand so you get all that salmon off there. And voila, all you have left is this. No salmon left on the skin, none whatsoever. Just a little bit at the end of here. I mean, this is really, really good. So we're going to throw that away. There's nothing you can do with that. And again, all you do is just slide your hand underneath it. You can do the same thing with a knife, but if you do it with a knife, you might cut some of that salmon. You don't want that. So, now that's done. We're going to take it and we're going to cut it into pieces. So sometimes you want to square it up. Sometimes their bones would be right here, but again at the store they take them out for you. It's all ready to go. So we'll take it here. We'll trim it up a little so we have nice pieces of salmon. And the belly a little. This is the belly. We'll trim that up a little. Alright. Now we can make nice pieces. These will probably be roughly, I don't have a scale, but it'll probably be roughly around 6 to 8 ounces, right about there. These are nice portions. And there we go. And that's it. And this, if you have extra salmon left over, save it. You can make salmon cakes, salmon sliders. You can make a whole bunch of stuff with it. Save it. Don't throw it away. It's good stuff. You just want nice square pieces of salmon, just like this. Alright, so now we're going to add our onions. Now that these have cooked a little bit, it's been maybe about 3 minutes of them cooking, we're going to add our rice. This is arborio rice. This is what we use to make risotto. Now, we're going to let this rice get a little brown before we start adding anything to it. Alright, now that the rice has gotten toasted, you can tell a little bit it's getting brown in here. Now we can start adding our chicken stock. But first we're going to add a little white wine to deglaze it and give it some flavor. Let's say it's about 2 ounces. Alright, it smells really good. Alright, now that it's soaked up all that liquid, we can start adding our chicken stock. Now we add a little bit at a time. So now we add that chicken stock. We stir it up a little. Once the chicken stock gets absorbed in the rice, then you can add more chicken stock to it. And keep repeating this process until the rice is no longer crunchy. It's very tender. You have to wait until then. And I'll show you what I mean here. like Alright, the liquid is basically almost gone now. You can wait maybe a little bit longer. See, look, it's basically gone now. Now we have to add that chicken stock again. See, we got more liquid in the pan. You got to add a little bit at a time. You have to keep stirring it. This is why it's labor intensive. This is why it takes so long to make it, because you have to add it slowly. You just can't add it all at once. And you keep repeating this process until all the chicken stock is done. This is going to be about 4 to 5 cups of chicken stock I'm putting into 2 cups of rice. Alright guys, so we're at the point where the risotto has sucked up a lot of this liquid. So we're going to add this last cup to the risotto. We're going to let it absorb all that in again. It's important you do this slowly at a time. Now, when you go to the store to buy your rice to make risotto, you just don't go to the store looking for risotto, for rice risotto. There's no such thing called risotto rice. It's called arborio rice, typically made for risotto. Now, risotto is a cooking method. It's not a type of rice, and I can't stress this enough. It's not a type of rice. It's the way you cook this rice. The way I'm showing you how to cook this is the risotto method. This is an arborio rice made to make risotto. Alright guys, now I turned down my heat. I turned it down a little bit so that it's not going to burn my rice to the bottom of the pan. We had on a higher heat so we could cook our rice. So now we're going to turn it down so we can add our salt, our pepper, and our cheese to it. This is going to be a cheesy risotto we're making. Now another way you can make risotto is make it cheesy, add mushrooms. You know, if you want to add mushrooms, you add beef stock instead to make it taste a little different if it's going with a beef dish. So different ways of doing it differently. I'm just showing you one way of doing it. Now we're going to add in our cheese. Wow, this looks amazing. Now, usually in a white risotto, you put white pepper. I don't have white pepper, so it's going to have to be black pepper. So we're going to add our salt and pepper, like always. Alright, now we're going to try this risotto. We got to make sure we have enough cheese in it. Make sure it tastes good. Some salt and pepper. Wow, that tastes amazing. Alright, now that our risotto is done, it's creamy, it's delicious, we set it off to the side and just let it sit there. Because rice, and especially risotto, will hold its heat for a long time. Alright guys, now we're going to start cooking our salmon. This is very, very important when we start cooking our salmon, is to have a hot pan when you cook your salmon. I cannot stress this enough. Make sure your pan is hot. We're going to add our oil, then we're going to add our fish. Before we add our oil and before we add our fish, make sure you season your fish with salt and pepper. Always with salt and pepper. So I seasoned it this top side, so we're going to lay it down in the pan with some oil. Now you got to be quick about this. You can't take your time. Add your oil. Now we're going to add our salmon. Now this is going to be the presentation side. So you got to make sure the pan sear is beautiful on it. So this is the skin side that we had earlier. That's quote unquote the ugly side. Now we're going to let that sear for a little bit. Alright guys, my camera died. I'm very sorry about this, but this is what it's supposed to look like when it's done. You should have nice crispy salmon on that side. And it's about medium rare. It looks beautiful. About medium, I'd say medium rare. That's what it's supposed to look like. It looks very nice. Sorry again for not getting that. Our oil's in there already. Got our garlic, saute that real quick. Add our spinach. It looks like a lot of spinach, but it's going to cook down real quick. Now we're going to add our wine. And that's it. You're done. Again, guys, there it is. The pan-seared salmon with risotto, spinach. Looks freaking awesome. Alright guys, if you liked the video, please give it a big thumbs up for me. And also, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. You guys have a wonderful day.